All right, it is time to go racing. Up front will be Patrick Gitter and Jeremy Gardner. On the second row will be Blake Vicken and Brett Edwards. Justin Bieber and Clay Kirkenbauer on the third row. Justin Swafford and Patrick Piper of the fourth row. Pudge and Kenny I Jr. round out the top 10. Brandon Newby, Richie Joplin, 11th and 12th. 13th is Jared Woodard, PJ Cox in 14th. Jeremy Edwards, 15th. Nate Johnson is 16th. 17th will be Kevin Bernheimer. Russell Worth in the Chevy in 18th. 19th is Lonnie Roberts. Ryan McDaniel in 20th. 21st will be Colby Whipple. Jerry Culver in 22nd. James Smith 23rd. Brandon Mclaughlin 24th. 25th is Jacob Morgan. John Billingsley 26th. Mickey Mouse in 27th. Kyle Mitchell starts 28th. Looks like everybody but James Smith has taken to the track. So even though, well, I'm not seeing the four that did not qualify. The four that did not qualify, Jacob Morgan, John Billingsley, Mickey Mouse, and Lyle Mitchell. Thank you to Jeremy Gardner. I stand corrected. Brandon Newby started second at Dover. Pace car starts rolling one lap, and then the pace car will drop off. 2-mile D-shaped oval, 18-degree bank turns, 12 degrees of banking on the front straightaway, 8 degrees of banking on the back straightaway. A rough, older track. It is a bit abrasive. And it looks like Vicken is trying to help Patrick get her out just a little bit. I'm sure that's what he's doing. I'm sure there's no evil intent there whatsoever. And Blake Vicken is just pushing Patrick Gitter all the way around the track now. What a good friend. All right, pace car is going to drop off out of turn 4. And things are about to get very, very hectic as they drive off into turn number 1 here at Michigan. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Michigan. And Blake Vicken really trying to get up to the lead now. Already right. And we've got trouble behind. Several cars look like they had a problem at the back, starting with Bernheimer. Oh, Bernheimer gets a better launch than some of the other cars. Looks like Jeremy Edwards went off track as well. And took Nate Johnson went with them. Caution is out. Several drivers already on pit road for repairs, I'm guessing. Patrick Gitter will lead lap number 1. Blake Vicken in second. Looking to see Kevin Bernheimer, or Nate Johnson is coming to pit road. Kevin Bernheimer stays out. Jeremy Edwards on pit road, and I think Bernheimer had significant damage. Trying to get a look, I think he had significant rear damage, but it looked like he hit the wall when and wow, yes, he does have significant damage on the back bumper. Let's take another look at Bernheimer. Excuse me. Bernheimer does just end up going down to the inside wall. He does have damage on the left front. And a rough start, probably the roughest start we have seen all season for this field. Hey Angie, it's going really, really good. Hope you're having a great night. Patrick Gitter up front, Blake Vicken in second, Jeremy Gardner in third, Brett Edwards in fourth, Justin Bieber in fifth. Justin Swafford. So the Justin's back in the third row. A few drivers pick up a couple of spots on that first lap, including Jerry Culver, who picked up 5 spots on the start, went from 22nd to 17th. Brandon Mclaughlin started 24th and is up to 19th. John Billingsley started 26th up to 21st. Kevin Bernheimer did go to pit road, got his truck repaired. Lights are out on the pace car. We have got 1 to green. Bit of a false start on that one. All the cars involved have been to pit road, have been repaired. But now have a long way to go to come through the field. Down the back straightaway they go, off into turn number 3. The pace car driver will pull back off down to pit road. This will extend the fuel run just a little bit, which might throw a few people's strategies up in the air with the early caution. Honestly, expected to see a lot of chaos through 1 and 2, but that one caught us by surprise. Pace car is in. Patrick Gitter controls the restart. Barney the flag man ready. Green flag in the air there. Down and wow, Patrick just goes. Patrick Gitter gets a great launch. Blake Vicken into second, and a lot of positions already changing hands as they go off into turn number 1. Here comes Pudge. PJ Cox, Brandon Newby coming by. PJ Cox up on the high side. Newcomer Jerry Culver starting to make some moves already, up 5 spots on the start. Now he is up to the outside, but right behind him, here comes Jacob Morgan. Jacob started in 25th, didn't qualify, already up to 18th. Patrick Gitter out front, but Blake Vicken currently on the back bumper. Blake, prior to the race, trying to jinx Patrick Gitter, and Blake Vicken just ran the fastest lap so far. Blake Vicken starting to look low on Patrick Gitter. Off into turn 3. He gets the no. Wow, he gets a little close, and I think Gitter just got a little loose there through 3 and 4, but he manages to hold it. Now down to the bottom. And Blake Vicken will lead the first green flag lap here tonight. Patrick Gitter to second, but here comes Jeremy Gardner now into the mix. These three are actually starting to break away just a little bit as Brett Edwards in 4th, Justin Bieber in 5th, and Clay Kirkenbauer in 6th battle it out. Swafford there in 2nd, Kenny Hyde Jr. now up 2 spots to 8, Pudge in 9th, Richie Joplin in 10th, and Brandon Newby has been working this high side since the green dropped. Looks like it is starting to pay off. He is up to 11th with Patrick Piper back in 12th. Piper still fighting back on the bottom. PJ Cox in 13th now, Jarrett Woodard in 14th. Russell Worth up to 15th now. Ryan McDaniel 16th. Jerry Culverbear up to 17th. Jacob Morgan up to 18th. These two will be, and John Billingsley currently in 19th after starting 26th. These three trucks might be the ones to watch tonight as they have charged toward the front. Ryan McDaniel up 4 spots, Jacob Morgan up 8th, Jerry up 4, and John Billingsley up 7th with Brendan Mclaughlin back there up 4 spots as well. Blake Vicken took the lead early into the run, but now Patrick Gitter looks up to the high side as they go off into turn 1. Can't get the run yet, but is he going to make something happen coming off turn 2? Gardner back in 3. The battle is on for 4th as well. Justin Swafford trying to get by Justin Bieber. Brett Edwards up on the high side, losing ground. Now Justin Swafford to the bottom. Swafford gets a little push coming out of turn 4. Wow, they're getting close. And look at this. Pudge is now back up to Kenny Hyde Jr. Richie Joplin now up into the top 10. Richie had a rough start to the season, but the last several races has really started making his way forward. Ever since that win at Talladega. Brandon Newby in 11th. 12th is PJ Cox. Jarrett Woodard 13th. Patrick Piper in 14th. Russell Worth now in 15th. Blake Vicken out front. Now Patrick Gitter couldn't find a way by, but now Gardner is looking down to the bottom for second. Looks like he had to get out of it a little bit into turn 1. It got a little close there. Down the back straightaway, most of the field going single file, at least for the moment. Long run speed will be the key here. Michigan tends to have 1 or 2 early cautions and then a long run, often finishing with no more cautions. We could see them go the rest of the race green flag. So tire strategy and long run speed will be key. Boy, my brain deactivated there for a second. Down the back straightaway they go. Kenny Hyde Jr. and Jarrett Woodard, 2 of the cars. Look at Jacob Morgan Let's hop in the car of that 24 as he comes down to the start-finish line while they're all packed up. He's got the run now on Patrick Piper down to the bottom. Jacob Morgan already up 11 spots, continuing his march forward down through 1 and 2. Has to be careful. Still has a truck up on the high side. Oh, look at the move by Patrick Piper. Gets a massive run into turn 3. Piper trying to open the door here. Can Morgan follow him through? And Piper just can't get by Jarrett Woodard yet. And look at this. Jacob Morgan on the high side flies it through 1 and 2. Blake Vickens still up in the lead. Gardner in second. Patrick Gitter now to third, but look at this. The top 3 had broken away for a couple of laps, but now everybody's tires are heated up, and here they come. Yeah, Sherry, it does happen from time to time. Justin Bieber in Justin Bieber in 5th, Justin Swafford in 6th, Brett Edwards 7th, Pudge is 8th, Richie Joplin 9th, and now Brandon Newby up into the top 10. John Billingsley really starting to make his name known here. He started in 26. He is up to 16th now. Jerry Culver also up 5 spots from 22nd to 17th. Brandon Mclaughlin started 24th up to 18th. But Jacob Morgan still the biggest mover. So far it gets a little sketchy right in front of him. Looked like Jarrett Woodard almost got into the side of PJ Cox. PJ saw him coming down, managed to save it, but man, that was a close one. Blake Vicken has actually pulled away just a little bit from Jeremy Gardner, now 0.8 of a second. Patrick Gitter and now Clay Kirkenbauer into this battle. Swafford into this battle. Pudge is back up in the battle. They get single file back behind, trying to close the gap on Blake Vicken, but Vicken's lead almost a full second now. Off into turn 1, Patrick Gitter looking low on Gardner again. Kirkenbauer trying to make something happen on the high side, couldn't get the nose in. Justin Swafford back there as well in the 92. Trying to pick up some points here tonight. Needs to get ahead of Patrick Gitter. Pudge, who's consistently moved his way up the points for the last couple of months, now up to 6th on the track and 5th in points. 1 point behind that tie for 3rd place. Pudge having another great run here tonight. It seems like once that consistency kicked back in, he has made his way up the point standings. I try to, Sherry. "21 laps in. Let's run through the field. Blake Vicken in the lead with Gardner in second. Patrick Gitter in third. Clay Kirkenbauer now up into fourth, and Justin Swafford up to fifth. Pudge in sixth. Brett Edwards now up to seventh. Richie Joplin up in eighth, looking for seventh now. Richie having another great run here tonight. Brandon Newby's bringing the beer truck to the front in ninth. Justin Bieber has drifted back to 10th, now back to 11th as Jarrett Woodard goes by. Jerry Culver has come to pit road. He is the first to stop. Kenny Hyde Jr. in 12th. PJ Cox currently in 13th. Patrick Piper now in 14th. Jacob Morgan continues his march forward in 15th. Kevin Bernheimer, involved in that early incident, had to start at the very back, restart at the very back of the field, now up into 16th. John Billingsley up to 17th. Brandon Mclaughlin currently 18th with Colby Whipple in 19th. Ryan McDaniel in 20th. 21st is Jeremy Edwards. James Smith in 22nd. Mickey Mouse now on pit road. Russell Worth in 23rd. Nate Johnson 24th. Lyle Mitchell 25th. Lonnie Roberts 26th. And Jerry Culver currently in 28th. Mickey Mouse showing 27th on pit road, as it looks like pit stops are underway, and Jerry Culver might have, he short pitted this by a lap or two. We'll see if that strategy pays off here. Does look like he lost a lap in the process. As Gardner is now in the lead. Blake Vicken has now drifted back into fifth. Clay Kirkenbauer battles for the lead. Apparently David Lee says something in chat and Clay Kirkenbauer responds on track. Nate Johnson has gone to pit road. Kirkenbauer down to the bottom, and it's a side-by-side battle with Jeremy Gardner. Neither of them given an inch. Kirkenbauer started back in sixth, still trying to take the lead here. Oh, he gets a push in the middle of 3 and 4. Kirkenbauer loses a little bit of ground off turn 4 after getting a push in the middle of the turn, having to get out of it. Lonnie Roberts now on pit road. Justin Swafford is on pit road. Brett Edwards on pit road. Justin Bieber, Patrick Piper, PJ Cox, Colby Whipple, James Smith, and Russell Worth all on pit road. Still a 2-car battle for the lead, but here comes Patrick Gitter and Pudge. Kirkenbauer just can't get it done yet under Gardner. Oh, here they come, all to pit road. The top 4 are down, the top 5 are down. Jeremy Gardner, Clay Kirkenbauer, Patrick Gitter, Pudge Nowski, Richie Joplin, all on pit road. Brandon Newby, Jarrett Woodard, Kenny Hyde Jr., Kevin Bernheimer, and Jacob Morgan all stay out, as does Jeremy Edwards. Guys definitely trying to stretch here, hoping for that caution that often comes due to issues on pit road or coming off. And here we're about to see some. Brandon Newby to the lead, but he's got a car coming up to speed right above him. Here comes Swafford back by trying to unlap himself. And here comes Newby to pit road. Jarrett Woodard's going to come down. Bernheimer pitted early on. He got fuel when he went in for repairs. He'll be able to go 1 to 2 more laps. Once he's in, it looks like the lead may cycle back to Jeremy Gardner. Gardner coming off pit road now. But for the moment, it is Kevin Bernheimer leading some laps here tonight. Jeremy Edwards and Kenny Hyde Jr. on pit road. Gardner now in second as he comes back up to speed. Brett Edwards right there with him in third. Swafford now in fourth. Patrick Gitter back to fifth. Blake Vicken right there in sixth. Pudge in seventh. Clay Kirkenbauer eighth. Richie Joplin in ninth. Brandon Newby in 10th. And look at this. Short pitting newcomer. Jerry Culver is now up to 11th. Looked like his strategy so far so good. Kevin Bernheimer still out there. This might be his pit stop. It is. Kevin Bernheimer comes to pit road. The lead cycles back to Gardner. And it looked like Gardner might have gotten a little loose off turn 2 that time. He went way low on the track. Manages to get the truck back up there. And after these pit stops, once everybody cycles through, this will have a dramatic change to what we see in the top 10 and just outside the top 10 as well. Bernheimer on his way off of pit road. Question is where he will settle in at. Looks like he's going to settle in about 16th. No further back. 17th, 18th place. All right, as they have completed, looks like everybody has completed green flag stops. Russell Worth, unfortunately, still on pit road. Not sure what happened. He came to pit road and essentially hopped out of the car. I think he said he's going to finish eating, make a phone call, then he'll get back in. Something like that. Might see Ricky Bobby in the car here in a few moments. Jeremy Gardner has the lead with Brett Edwards battling him for it. Patrick Gitter now in third. Look at this pack. Patrick Gitter, Blake Vicken, Pudge Nowski, Justin Swafford, Clay Kirkenbauer. And not far behind is Richie Joplin in 8th, Brandon Newby in 9th, Jared Woodard in 10th, and Jerry Culver in 11th. Justin Bieber currently in 12th. Good thing none of my daughters are watching. They might actually believe that was Justin Bieber, and yeah, there could be problems. PJ Cox in 13th, Jeremy Edwards 14th. Hey, look at this. Colby Whipple now up to 15th without a single bonk. Patrick Piper in 16th. Jacob Morgan now up into 17th. Kevin Bernheimer is having quite a fight to get back toward the front. He is in 18th. Mickey Mouse now in 19th. And John Billingsley in 20th. Kenny Hyde Jr. 21st. Ryan McDaniel 22nd. Brendan Mclaughlin in 23rd. James Smith 24th. Nate Johnson 25th. A bit of a surprise to see Nate so far back in the field. Lonnie Roberts 26th and Lyle Mitchell in 22nd. I believe Lyle is one of the newer drivers to the league as well. Looks like Lyle may be coming to pit road. He is as the leaders come by. Gardner and Edwards still nose to tail. Brett Edwards has not been able to find a way by. Patrick Gitter back in 3rd. Blake Vicken back in 5th. Pudge in 4th. Swafford, 2nd place in points, needs to get past Patrick Gitter here tonight. Swafford currently in 7th. Gitter in 3rd. Newbie currently 8th, Jarrett Woodard in 9th, Richie Joplin in 10th, and I am really surprised by Jerry Culver's strategy really paying off here. He was one of the first drivers to pit road 4 to 5 laps earlier than everybody else, but he's still making it work. He's still up 9 spots. Justin Bieber looks like he is good. Oh, we might have had an incident back behind. Colby Whipple looks like he might have been in. Oh, look at this. Out of turn 4, they all lean on each other. Bernheimer had to go to pit road. Colby Whipple, significant damage. And it looks like, I could not tell. Let's back this up just a little bit. Looks like the 38 just a whole lot of sin there by 4 drivers, 4 deep, out of turn 4. A lot of 4s there. Oh, Bernheimer went for a ride. What a heartbreak for Kevin Bernheimer, especially given the way this race started for him. Patrick Piper also on pit road. He was the car up top. Imagine we will see Colby Whipple down anytime. There is Whipple now, and it looks... Oh, Colby, hold on to it, buddy. I do believe Colby Whipple does have some damage, and the handling is off significantly on that truck as, yeah, you saw how loose he got out of turn 4. Gardner up front starting to pull away just a little bit. Patrick Gitter now into second, gets by Brett Edwards. Pudge starts to look on Brett Edwards, and Clay Kierkemeyer now back up into 5th. After the pit stop, he was in 8th, has started to march his way back toward the front. Blake Vicken and Swafford had a brief battle there. Swafford comes flying by on the bottom. Brandon Newby now in 8th, Woodard in 9th, Richie Joplin in 10th. Looks like these 3 are trying to stay single file and pull back up to that lead pack. Jeremy Edwards currently 11th, Bieber in 12th. Jacob Morgan started 26th up to, started 25th up to 13th now, continuing to try and make his march toward the front. Jerry Culver, we talked about, he's short pitted, but still currently running in 15th. Okay, doing some quick math on this, all the drivers that stopped around lap 25, 26, they'll have to make 2 more stops. Culver, if I've done this right, will end up having to make 3 stops, but as much ground as he gained, you have to wonder if those 5-lap fresher tires each stop, currently running in 15th place, can he make that extra stop work for him instead of against him here? We've seen this strategy tried before and work at tracks like Michigan and California. We've seen it tried and not work, so it is a coin toss, but if it works, that's going to be a truly impressive night. Hey, hello again, Jason. Look at that. Gardner trying to break the draft on Patrick Gitter. Actually hops up trying to give a little help to Pudge. Kirkenbauer now in 4th place and holding on to the lead pack as they come off turn 2. Swafford now in 5th. Brett Edwards in 6th. Blake Vicken in 7th. Then Brandon Newby is starting to pull away from his group. Close up on Blake Vicken just a little bit. Richie Joplin in 9th. Jarrett Woodard currently running 10th. Jeremy Edwards 11th. Jacob Morgan in 12th. Justin Bieber in 13th. I have to question the wiseness of changing your name to Justin Bieber for a race. Really, I mean, that's just insane. And look at this battle up front. Patrick Gitter to the lead, but Pudge down to the bottom. He's going to take it here. But not far behind as Gardner slips back a little bit. Here comes Kirkenbauer again. Kirkenbauer has the... they're getting really dicey. Patrick Gitter gives Pudge too much of a bump down the back straightaway. What in the wild, wild world of sports was going on there? Let's see if we can watch the better part of that last lap. There's the battle between Gardner and Gitter. Pudge right back behind him. And looks like Kirkenbauer might have been the smartest one in that group as they come down the back straightaway. Oh, Patrick. Oh, a big bump between Gitter and Gardner. Gardner ended up by the wall. Managed to hold on to it. Great save by Gardner. Pudge closes right back up to the back bumper. As they come down the front straightaway, Patrick Gitter drops to the bottom. Gardner goes back to the high side. Clay Kirkenbauer just staying where the draft is. Patrick Gitter back to the high side. Pudge down to the bottom, goes for the lead here. Clay Kirkenbauer takes advantage of this. He pulls right up to the back bumper, stays with everybody. Then down the back straightaway, Patrick Gitter pushing Pudge. Gets him a little loose into turn 3, backs off just a hair. Pudge pulls ahead, nothing but net. Pudge still has the lead with Patrick Gitter in 2nd, Gardner in 3rd, but I think they're all in trouble after all that bumping and banging. Here comes Kirkenbauer down to the bottom. And not far behind, Justin Swafford also closing in. As they battled, they gave a couple of these guys enough room to catch up. As we approach halfway, the chaos has begun. Caution is out. And it looks like Jarrett Woodard was involved. Down the back straightaway. Woodard just... Looks like Jeremy Edwards was the car to the inside. Let's see if we can see that from another angle. And yeah, I couldn't tell if Woodard came down or Edwards came up, but they met in the middle regardless. And wow, the last 5 laps have just been crazy. Should see all the drivers on pit road this time. And hey, get this. That'll put a couple of drivers. That actually ends up putting a couple of drivers who were short pitting a lap down. Jerry Culver being one of those drivers. He's going to get, should be the lucky dog on this one. He had just come to pit road another lap or two. He had stopped on lap 41. So we'll see if he comes back down pit road under the caution as well once he gets his wave around. Clay Kirkenbauer hits his box. We're going to talk to him in just a minute. We'll let him get his pit stop completed. He probably needs to catch his breath after that last lap or so. Pudge is already rolling off pit road. Here they come. Gardner gets off second. Looks like Kirkenbauer's going to come off third. Hey, Clay, this is Doug. You got me?
Hey, I got you. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Man, you had the best seat in the house the last 5 laps.
Yeah, I was getting crazy. I seen Justin did a good job saving his tires there, and I think he may be onto something there. So we'll see what this next stage brings. But, man, this is the most fun I've had all year.
I have to tell you, it has been a blast watching you because last restart you came from 8th after your green flag stop, and we're up there battling with that group. And you just keep coming through this field. You have both the short and long run speed, it appears, tonight. Can you get up here and get the win tonight?
I think so if nothing stupid happens directly in front of me, which is what tends to happen. I think I got a shot at it here, so I just got to be smart. And I know I got to improve my green flag pit stops, getting in and off pit road a little faster.
Well, you definitely have quite a cheering section tonight, so hopefully that pays off as well, buddy. Good luck, and it is entertaining watching you fight your way forward.
All right. Thanks, everybody watching.
Clay Kirkenbauer definitely having a great night. He started in 6th. He's been no further back than 9th place tonight and currently running in 3rd. But Jeremy Pujanowski takes the lead again for the restart. He'll control the restart. Gardner on the high side. Clay Kirkenbauer, and what in the world? Let's check something real quick. Looks like Brett Edwards. Oh, it looks like he had an EOL due to the incident. Clay Kirkenbauer, Patrick Gitter on the 2nd row. Richie Joplin, Justin Swafford, 3rd row. Jeremy Edwards, Kenny Hyde Jr., 4th row. Brendan Mclaughlin and Justin Bieber round out the top 10. Worth noting that Jerry Culver did get the wave around, did go back to pit road, so we'll see what he can do on the same cycle. He is on the same tire strategy. He is currently back in 23rd, charged through the field once, and it's great to see these couple of these new guys like John Billingsley, Jerry Culver charging through the field the way they are. Billingsley up to 11th after starting 26th. Pace car about to drop in. And here they come toward Barney the flagman. Green flag in the air. They are down and away again at the halfway point. Pudge gets a good jump, and here comes Kirkenbauer. And they're already looking like they're trying to make it 3 wide back behind. Nobody goes for it this early. Pudge to the lead. Kirkenbauer follows him through it side by side back behind him. Swafford down on the bottom looking for 3rd. Gardner's not going to make it easy. And Kirkenbauer looked like he was going to move low. Doesn't go. Caution is out. Brandon Mclaughlin involved. A bit of a heartbreak. Brandon was starting to make his way through the field. Oh, Brandon gets loose right in front of Morgan. Nice save by Jacob Morgan. He comes down, gets the John Deere truck. Everybody else managing to avoid that, but obviously McLaughlin not in the best place to spin there. He manages to save the truck. And in that one lap, we've talked about this newcomer. Jerry Culver, dang, he already picked up he's up to 18th. He restarted back in 24th. He's going to be one to watch as the season goes on. Kirkenbauer and Pudge were definitely putting on a show up front as well. Jacob Morgan, what a save. Let's try and get a look at the right side of his truck. We'll see if he comes to pit road for repairs. Oh, it looks like Russell Worth's problem, his pedals got stuck. And his race was over because of that. Will you be taking the moniker of pedals going forward now? Let's see if we can get a word with Morgan. With Jacob Morgan, excuse me. Hey, Jacob, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, Doug. What's my damage look like, man? I got into the wall there a little bit trying to avoid that guy.
You look good. You might have a little bit on the right front fender, but the rest of the right side looks good. I mean, and it's not a whole lot. When you come by here, I'll get a better look at it. But yeah, that was a close one. That was some quick reaction time. No, your truck is fine.
Yeah, man, I just fixed 10 seconds worth. I got into the wall a little bit recently, and I'm not using my fast repair yet.
Probably a wise option, but man, you're having quite a run tonight after starting 25th, not qualifying, all the way up to 12th. You've definitely charged through the field tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to be patient. Hopefully it don't end up like last week.
That was a bit exciting there at the end. Obviously, Netcode playing a big factor in that one, but man, you've got another great truck here tonight. Good luck here, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, Jacob did get caught up in that mess. Initially looked like he had quite a run on the restart and just got into Pudge. Turned out upon review, there was a ton of netcode on the last restart. There was easily a half a truck between Morgan and Pudge when the incident happened, when Pudge started to spin. So definitely not the way anybody wanted that race to go, especially Jacob Morgan. But hopefully he gets redemption here tonight, pulls off the win, because that was a close race and could have gone to any of that top 6 or 7. Obviously not the way anybody wanted that to turn out. What a chaotic finish it was. Blair Patterson managed to sneak through everything unscathed to pull off the win. Kevin Bernheimer comes from, I believe, 8th or 9th to finish 2nd, and Lonnie Roberts sneaks through a lot of that. Lonnie was the only driver to come through that entire mess without touching a car or a wall, and came home with 3rd. Pace car about to drop back onto pit road. Just past the halfway point here. Pace car is in. Nowski leads them down. Green flag is back in the air. They are underway. Still 24 cars on the lead lap. Only one driver out of the race, but we'll have to wait and see. Looks like Bernheimer might be done as well now. Nowski pulling ahead, but Kirkenbauer not giving up on the high side. Gardner down to the bottom. Patrick Gitter up on the high side. That high line going to push down the back straightaway. Gardner trying to get some side draft here. And here comes Kenny Hyde Jr. into the mix. He's been outside the top 5 most of the night. Now here he is up into 4th. He is going for it down to the bottom. Can't get a nose under Gardner yet. Pudge still holding the lead. Gardner in second. Clay Kirkenbauer holding third on the hot. Whoa! I think Kirkenbauer might have gotten a little loose. Had to catch the truck up the hill. And now here comes Patrick Gitter on the bottom. They're 3 wide. They settle in. Kenny Hyde rolling back behind Patrick Gitter. Jeremy Edwards right there had a run off the turn. Almost gets into the back bumper of Kenny Hyde Jr. Fortunately, backs out, sees the problem coming. Swafford now looking to the bottom. And look at this. Morgan now up into the top 10. Here comes Jarrett Woodard in 11th. Justin Bieber in 12th. Brett Edwards 13th. Lonnie Roberts in 14th. Newcomer John Billingsley in 15th. Look at this. Jerry Culver. He's just coming to the front. The two newcomers really charging their way forward tonight. Both Billingsley and Culver making up a lot of... Look at the run Culver gets. Off of turn. Holy cow! Big Rick. Caution is out. Cars are flying. And let's see. And it look. Oh, the newcomer just pushes up the track a little bit. Billingsley just gets enough of a push off of turn 4, comes up the track, and a bunch of cars get caught in that one. John Billingsley, Jerry Culver both have to tow to pit road. Let's watch Culver again and see. There's Culver up top. Massive run out of turn 4. Was about to pass them both. Gets turned up into the wall. And it looks like the truck was too damaged. He couldn't even get it to pit road. Ended up having to tow that truck to pit road. Bit of a heartbreak for the two rookies in the field. Struggling here. Both were having exceptional runs, especially considering the level of competition here. Let's try and see who the truck was in the middle of this. The 26 truck was the one caught in the middle. That was Lonnie Roberts, who snuck through last week, pulled off an epic third place finish. Watch his ride. He just gets squished and then up into the air, gets hit from below to send him even higher. What a rough, after that top 3 finish last week, that is not the way anybody wanted to see Lonnie's night go. Sherry, that definitely does bite, especially considering the run Jerry had up there on the high side. That was pretty impressive. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck. We're going to go green flag racing next time by. A lot of the field has been to pit road and back off. Jerry Culver is back off pit road. John Billingsley is also off pit road. Both of them look to be showing about a lap down. They need to get in position to be the lucky dog. Something tells me we'll see those two come through the field before it's all said and done. Pudge and Gardner on the front row. Clay Kirkenbauer, Patrick Gitter on the second row. Kenny Hyde Jr., Justin Swafford the third row. Nate Johnson, Richie Joplin now up in the top 10 with Jacob Morgan and P.J. Cox. Still have 21 trucks on the lead lap. As the pace car drops in. Green flag is back in the air. They are down and away again. Oh, it looks like Kenny Hyde might have accidentally given Patrick Gitter a little bit of a bump as they went off into turn one. Down the back straightaway, single file for the top four. No, here comes Clay Kirkenbauer on the high side. Now it's Gardner and Kenny Hyde Jr. side by side. Oh, Kenny Hyde Jr. comes up the track just a little bit, almost a repeat of what we saw a few laps ago. Here comes Jacob Morgan, now up to 7th. And look at this, Bell. They're trying like crazy to get 3 wide as Blake Vicken tried to go to the bottom under Nate Johnson. Now he's got to run up on the high side. Richie Joplin's going to follow him through. Pudge still in the lead, 2 by 2 by 2 behind. Gardner up top trying to get, oh wow, Patrick Gitter comes up, cuts off the run by Gardner. We've got a car almost in the wall up on the top side. It's Jeremy Edwards as here comes Newbie down in the middle. They are trying to get 3 wide everywhere on this track. And look at the run by Newbie. Up the middle, Morgan down on the bottom, Swafford up top. This is not going to end well the way things are going. They are trying to wreck. Pudge out front, but Patrick Gitter looking to the high side. But the real battle is back here 5th through 10th. These guys are really going at it. Newbie in 6th trying to get by. Oh, they're getting Blake Vicken. Brandon Newbie tries to go up the track. Blake Vicken was there. Newbie's losing positions. Now Brandon Newbie stuck in the middle going backwards when he was using the middle line just a lap ago to march forward. No damage to the right side, just a major loss of momentum. Brandon Newbie up battling for 5th, now has drifted back to 11th in just 1 lap. Meanwhile, Pudge and Patrick Gitter side by side. Gitter on the high side. Kirkenbauer right behind him. Gardner and Vicken side by side behind with Kenny Hyde Jr. Edwards back in 7th. Swafford in 8th. Nate Johnson 9th. 10th, Brett Edwards. Nate Johnson in 10th place, started in 16th. Richie Joplin back. Oh, Edwards is it? Jarrett Woodard got the wall out of 4. Brandon Newby's got a massive run. Is that Gardner falling back? It is. Gardner is suddenly going backwards. Let's see what happened to Gardner here. Down the front straightaway. Oh, he got the wall out of turn 4. Managed to hold on to it. No, that was in the middle of or on entry into turn 1, excuse me. Down the back straightaway, but Gardner loses a ton of positions after being up in contention for the lead. Down the back straight, look at this. Nobody giving an inch, they're 3 wide. And Blake Vicken is shot up the middle, he is now up to 3rd. And here comes Gitter looking low on Pudge. They are just sending it. Still over 30 laps to go. These guys are racing like it's the last lap. Jared Woodard back there in 10th. Nate Johnson in 11th. The top 11 separated by barely a second. Blake Vicken now to 2nd, but he is already looking for the lead. Vicken to the high side. Pudge comes up, cuts the run off. Vicken down to the bottom into turn 1. Oh, Pudge is sideways. He's into the wall. Hard hit into the wall right in front of the majority of the field. Caution is out. Oh, looks like Vicken got into him. Vicken tried to straighten him back out. Tried to save it. Cars crashed behind as well. Looks like James Smith might have been caught by this. Now, James had to go down through the grass. There was another car involved in this, and I think it might have been Colby Whipple. Let's see. Oh, Whipple gets a big bump from behind from, I believe, Mickey Mouse. So Blake Vicken takes the lead with Brett Edwards in 2nd, Jeremy Edwards in 3rd, Clay Kirkenbauer in 4th, Patrick Gitter in 5th. Pudge is going to lose a lot of ground as he is on pit road. This will put, I believe, Jerry Culver back to the lead lap. Now, who comes to pit road? It's going to be everybody on pit road. Not everybody. Ryan McDaniel stays out. Ryan McDaniel assuming the lead here, but he's got damage to the front of that truck. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
So what's the strategy here? You're staying out, everybody else on pit road.
Well, at this point, I can't make it on fuel, and I got 1 set of tires left, so what's the point in pitting?
I got you. You got a little damage on the front end of the truck. Has it been affecting the handling at all?
No, not really. It pushes just a little bit in the corners, but other than that, it's just normal.
Well, that's great. Can you hold these guys off until you make that final pit stop?
Oh, I'm going to try. As long as I don't spin my tires on the restart.
Well, be careful with that one, buddy. Good luck. A great run so far tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
Ryan McDaniel started in 20th, now up in the lead. Blake Vicken comes off pit road, takes 2nd place. Brett Edwards in 3rd, Patrick Gitter in 4th. Clay Kirkenbauer, looks like Kenny Hyde Jr. in 5th, Clay Kirkenbauer 6th, Nate Johnson 7th, Justin Swafford 8th, Jacob Morgan 9th, and Brandon Newby has 10th. Pudge Nowski is currently being scored in 15th. The concern now for Ryan McDaniel is not spinning his tires. He has got to get an early jump on the rest of the field. Jerry Culver did get waved around and is now on pit road, getting 4 fresh tires. John Billingsley also has come to pit road. He'll be the next wave around car as they stack back up for the restart. Now the question becomes, can Pudge get his way back to the lead, or will one of these other guys hold him off, and will Ryan McDaniel have any problem on the restart? He's got to be super careful. Those tires have 13 laps on them, even though that doesn't seem like a lot. At a track like Michigan, it would make it very easy to spin the tires, spin the truck, and end up ruining your night. He has to be very careful, but he will control the restart. Out of turn 4, pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. No spin of the tires, but he definitely doesn't have the grip on the restart. Brett Edwards already on the back bumper. Turn 1, we'll see as Blake Vicken has a run. Oh, we've got a wreck behind. Caution is out. Kenny Hyde Jr. crashed. Kenny Hyde Jr. gets a run into one. Oh, he whipped. Looks like Swafford gets caught in that as well. Brandon Newby also caught in that. Clay Kirkenbauer looked like he just got loose, came up into Kenny Hyde Jr., tried like crazy to save it, just couldn't get it done. Now, will we see Ryan McDaniel on pit road this time? Also, this definitely is to the benefit of John Billingsley, who will get waved around back to the lead lap. That'll end up putting 23 trucks on the lead lap here. Ryan McDaniel's trying to run down the pace car. What an interesting turn of events here. Jeremy Edwards has come to pit road. Mickey Mouse, Kenny Hyde Jr., Brandon Newby, Justin Swafford, all on pit road for repairs. Ryan McDaniel did not come to pit road. 25 laps to go at the line. Could he come down this time and go the distance? Blake Vicken currently in second now. Patrick Gitter in third. Brett Edwards in fourth. Nate Johnson now up into fifth. Nate was lurking outside the top 10 most of the night. Started in 16th, now up into 5th. Jacob Morgan continues his march forward. He is in 6th place right now. PJ Cox in 7th. Justin Bieber in 8th. Richie Joplin 9th. And Jarrett Woodard in 10th. Lights are out on the pace car. Colby Whipple Jarrett Woodard in 11th, Colby Whipple 12th, James Smith 13th, Brandon McLaughlin 14th, Pudge still in 15th. Jerry Culver has gotten back up to 16th, Jeremy Edwards 17th, Kenny Hyde Jr. 18th, Mickey Mouse in 19th, Clay Kirkenbauer back in 20th, Brandon Newby 21st, John Billingsley gets his lap back, he is the 22nd, Justin Swafford being scored in 23rd, heavy damage to that truck. His race, he might stay out for points, but it looks like his chances at the win are over. Pace car about to drop in. Ryan McDaniels has to be even more careful on this restart. Pace car in. Green flag is in the air there. Oh! He spun the tires but holds on to it. Ryan McDaniel spun the tire a little bit but manages to hold on to the truck. Blake, great save by Blake Vicken, staying out of the way. Now Blake Vicken to the high side. Ryan McDaniel is going to go backwards quite a bit here. Oh, it's really sketchy behind. Ryan stuck in the middle of this as he fades back. Truck's getting stuck behind him. As they run up on him, he gets a major push. Blake Vicken now to the lead. And things are getting really sketchy right there. Ryan McDaniel starting to find some momentum here as he goes off into 1-3 wide. Back behind, look at this mess back behind. Holy cow, they're spinning. Oh, Pudge gets caught again. Caution. Let's see if we can see where this whole mess started. Looks like Nate Johnson, I'm not sure, Nate might have gotten a little bump there. Brandon McLaughlin gets caught when Pudge comes back up the track. See if we can get a better angle on Nate's truck. There's Nate in the red and white. Oh, he does get a bit of a push, and that's where the chaos starts. Pudge had to tow to pit road. He takes a couple of hard hits, tries to check up to avoid Nate, and I think that was Jerry Culver right there that got caught in that again as well, although Culver looked like he might have gotten minimal damage. Let's take a quick look at Culver's truck. He does have a little bit of nose damage looking at some of the other trucks, and starting to see a lot of trucks hit pit road. Ryan McDaniel is going to come down pit road. All right, so let's see. Just getting word we should ride along with Kenny Hyde Jr. So let's hop in his truck as they come down the front straightaway toward utter chaos. There you see the initial spin up front, and he goes, oh, holy cow, I don't know who that was. It came across the nose, but man, I think that was James Smith. Great save by Kenny Hyde Jr. Holy cow. Wow. Kenny, I hope you're wearing the brown pants today, buddy. Let's just find out. Hey, Kenny, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Did you wear the brown pants today?
Yeah, definitely now.
I do not know. I mean, you went to the apron to avoid the chaos, and just as you came back up, are you in VR? Did you see the car coming from the right?
No VR here. Never saw him. Just, that was pure luck.
Well, that might have been the luckiest move of the night, and you definitely pick up a few positions out of this. You've been in contention a couple of times, but you've had issues that have sent you backwards. Can you get back up to the front?
Get a couple more wrecks like that, yeah, as long as I have luck on my side. But it's really tough to pass. All these guys are really fast, and the draft is really keeping everybody going. So, and usually I don't have the best choice of lanes when it comes to the draft. So we'll see what happens in the last 20 laps.
Well, hopefully your luck holds here, man, because you sure had a ton of it there.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Kenny Hyde Jr., wow. Just wow. All right, they stack back up side by side, getting ready for the restart. Blake Vicken and now Jacob Morgan on the front row. Justin Bieber, Patrick Gitter of the second row. Nate Johnson, Jeremy Gardner on the third row. Look at this. Colby Whipple and Jeremy Edwards now have the fourth row. Kenny Hyde Jr., Mickey Mouse on the fifth. Clay Kirkenbauer, Brett Edwards have the sixth row. Pace truck about to drop in. All right, pace car is in. Blake Vicken in control. He fires. Green flag is in the air. They'll have 19 to go at the line. Jacob Morgan trying to stay in front of Patrick Gitter and Justin Bieber. Oh, the 23 truck of Justin Bieber has a big bobble down on the bottom. Here comes Morgan, though. He is looking back to the bottom. Off into turn three. He's got the nose in. Blake Vicken out front, but wow, what a run up on the high side. Patrick Gitter lurking there, looking to determine what lane he's going to go with. Morgan to the bottom, Gitter to the top. Nate Johnson back behind, heavy damage to the back of that truck. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down very much at the moment. Nate still making it work, up 11 spots from where he started. Jacob Morgan, look at this battle for the lead. Patrick Gitter pushing the 23 truck up to the front. Blake Vicken still holding second. Holy cow! That 23 truck keeps getting way out of shape. Blake Vicken now hops to the high side, hoping to get some help from Patrick Gitter. No help there. Now a side-by-side battle. Blake Vicken fighting back on the bottom. Back behind, we've got another battle brewing as Jeremy Gardner, Kenny Hyde Jr., Nate Johnson, and Jeremy Edwards keep going side by side. Oh, it's getting really dicey at the front. Jacob Morgan backs out of it just a little bit as they go back off into one. Blake Vicken fires into turn one and really has a great run through here. Can he pull ahead? He gets it up in front, takes the lead back. Here comes Patrick Gitter for second. Gitter down to the bottom, has a run as well. Gardner now up to fourth. Jacob Morgan hanging on in fifth, and here comes Kenny Hyde Jr. in sixth. Back behind, Brandon Newby starting to come back alive. He is now back up into 15th. Ryan McDaniel, after that long run, has a new set of tires and the truck is repaired, up to 16th. Swafford now back in 17th. Mickey Mouse in 18th. Jerry Culver is up to 19th. James Smith in 20th. John Billingsley 21st. There are still easily 11 cars that could at any moment jump to the lead, as the top 11 still very, very close. Just over 1 second between them. With the way the draft works here, somebody can get a run from 11th and charge to the front. Clay Kirkenbauer down to the bottom, starting to make his way forward again. Jacob Morgan drops down to the bottom. Clay really has to get down on that apron. Kenny Hyde Jr. in fourth. Jeremy Gardner in fifth. Jacob Morgan sixth. Clay Kirkenbauer seventh. Blake Vicken has had one heck of a night. He has been front to back all night long. Patrick Gitter has been up in the top five most of the night, but has not had the speed to take the lead. Oh, look at this. Kenny Hyde Jr. sticks the nose in. Down into turn three, Kenny Hyde Jr. looking for third place. Back behind him, Gardner, and here comes Kirkenbauer. Kirkenbauer now back in the top five. He had the long run speed to beat in the first run here tonight. Can he do it again? And can he time it to get himself in the lead and get the win? Little bit of damage to the nose of that 46 truck. Through 3 and 4, everybody was single file down the back straightaway. That time, everybody trying to use the draft and build up a run into turn 3. Jacob Morgan, after a tough restart, trying to fight his way back toward the front. Oh, it gets really close with Woodard there. Blake Vicken, 0.3 of a second lead over Patrick Gitter. Justin Bieber in third. Kenny Hyde Jr. in fourth. Clay Kirkenbauer now in fifth. Gardner now up to sixth. Brett Edwards in seventh. And here comes Richie Joplin We've only seen Richie in the top 10 one time tonight, but here he is battling for 9th. Colby Whipple has had an incident. No caution. Oh, he grazes the wall out of turn 4. Sends it, rallycross driving it, keeps his foot in it, jumps back out onto the track. Pretty good, actually. Great job, Colby. Patrick Gitter has caught back up to Blake Vicken. And there's been another incident between Richie Joplin and it looks like Jacob Morgan involved. Richie down to the bottom. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway. Oh, they get together. Both of them managed to hold it, get back up on track. No harm, no foul. No caution. However, Jacob Morgan drifts back to 11th. Richie drifts back to 15th. They get 10 to go, and everybody just started getting nuts. Blake Vicken had opened up a little bit of a gap, but here comes Patrick Gitter. Clay Kirkenbauer now to 3rd as Kenny Hyde Jr. pushing him toward the front. Justin Bieber back to 5th. Here comes Brett Edwards now in 6th with Gardner in 7th. Jarrett Woodard in 8th. Jeremy Edwards in 9th. Brandon Newby in 10th. Patrick Gitter all over the back bumper of Blake Vicken. Kirkenbauer and Kenny Hyde Jr. starting to close the gap. They're going to have 5 to go as they come back around. Jacob Morgan has made his way back to 11th. Can he make it any further up? And here comes Kirkenbauer almost to the back bumper on Patrick Gitter. Off turn 2, down the back straightaway. You can see these guys pushing for everything they've got. Patrick Gitter looking to the low side into turn 3. Gitter's got to run. Blake Vicken immediately drops back down, gets behind, gets back into the draft, and he brings Kirkenbauer with him. Kirkenbauer now up to the high side. Kenny Hyde Jr. just riding along. It's going to get closer. Kirkenbauer gets a big run off of turn 2. And Kirkenbauer is going to take 2nd place here. Kenny Hyde Jr. is going to take 3rd. Blake Vicken is down. He is going to pit road. Patrick Gitter has the lead. Kirkenbauer to 2nd. Kenny Hyde Jr. in 3rd. 3 laps to go. Did Blake Vicken run out of fuel? Down the back straightaway, the top 3 nose to tail. Brett Edwards in 4th. Bieber battling with Jeremy Gardner for 5th. Jarrett Woodard in 6th. Jeremy Edwards 7th. Brandon Newby 8th. Brandon Newby 9th. Jacob Morgan has managed to make his way back to 10th. Nate Johnson in 11th. The lap car of John Billingsley in the mix as well. 2 laps to go. Patrick Gitter in the lead, but Clay Kirkenbauer right on his bumper. Blake Vicken on his way off pit road. Falls all the way back to 20th. Back through 3 and 4. And Patrick Gitter will take the white flag this time. Oh, a little wiggle out of Kirkenbauer as he tries to find a way around. White flag is in the air. Kenny Hyde Jr. still back in the mix. Gitter off into turn 1, has a good run, pulls away from Kirkenbauer just a little bit. Down the back straightaway, Gitter has a 0.3 of a second lead. Can Kirkenbauer or Kenny Hyde Jr. do anything with him here? Clay has a run off of turn 4. Will it be enough? It will not be enough. Patrick Gitter wins his 5th race of the season. Clay Kirkenbauer comes home 2nd. Kenny Hyde Jr. pulls home 3rd. What a great finish for Clay Kirkenbauer. Definitely going to move up the points tonight. And definitely one of the guys that had a chance at the win. Same with Kenny Hyde Jr. Another great run for Brett Edwards, Jarrett Woodard. Jacob Morgan ends up coming home with a top 10 as well. Newcomer Jerry Culver finishes 18th after that incident earlier. And John Billingsley comes home 21st. And let's see if we can get a word with our 3rd place driver. Hey, Kenny, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you had enough luck for a podium finish at least.
Good points day, even though I'm still losing to the 21. He's just too fast. Freaking.
Have you thought about bribing an official during post-race inspection?
I've tried, but they won't take it.
Well, you might have one of your crew chiefs or one of your crew go slit a tire or something, man, because it's going to be hard to get past him, but definitely a great points day and a great run there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for making it through that wreck with all that luck I had and my brown pants I have now, then definitely wouldn't be here right now. So I can't complain with a 3rd.
Well, man, a great race, a great run, and congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thanks for putting on a good show for us every week, and Pudge and all the guys for giving us a place to race on Wednesdays.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy. And Kenny Hyde Jr. comes home 3rd. Let's see if we can talk to our 2nd place finisher. Hey, Clay, this is Doug. You got me?
I gotcha.
It looked like through 1 and 2 on that last lap, you just suddenly lost a ton of speed, but up until then, I thought you had him.
Yeah, I took 2 tires there with like 18 to go, and that helped me a lot. And when I got to Pat and Blake, I didn't think I was going to get underneath Pat there and be able to clear him, but I had passed Blake on the high side, and I just couldn't get to Pat's high side there, or to his right side, to kind of pin him down. So I drove it in really deep on the high side to try to get to him, and it didn't stick.
That does happen sometimes, but man, what a great drive, especially knowing you only took 2 tires on that last stop. That was a pretty impressive run for only 2 tires.
Yeah, well, I think those other guys hadn't. I got the EOL penalty there with like 22 to go or whatever, and so I ended up just taking 2 and jumping everybody that took 4, and then everybody in front of me, I think, only had a couple laps on their tires but didn't have any, so that helped me out a little bit.
Well, it was an awesome, awesome race, man. Congratulations. You gotta go back and check the comments later because you had a lot of folks cheering for you tonight, buddy.
All right, man, I will do, and I appreciate you calling the races for us. You do a great job.
My pleasure. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. Have a good one.
All right, I guess we'll go interview Patrick Gitter. Before we do, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for American All-Star Dirt Series starting at 7:30 Eastern. Great dirt racing and a lot of fun. Patrick, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. Got you, Doug.
I'm thinking about renaming this channel to Patrick Gitter's Home Post Race.
I don't know about that, man. It was a fun race, man. We were battling up there the whole time. I hate it for Blake, man. I had a hard time catching him here at the end of the race. It seemed like he might have had a fuel mileage issue or something. I saw what I thought he was going down to the pits last couple laps, so I hate it for him, man. He ran a great race.
It looked like, honestly, before Blake went to pit, it did not look like you had it didn't look like you had enough to get past or hold off Clay Kirkenbauer tonight. It just didn't look like you had the same Patrick Gitter speed tonight.
Man, I was lucky to finish where I was at. It was all I could do to catch Blake. Clay was getting bigger in my mirror there at the end of the race, and I was talking to Clay about it at the end, man. I think he had the line figured out for whatever reason. It was just, I think he was maybe a quarter or a half a lane, higher or lower on the track than what he really wanted. So if that would have, happened, ideally, who knows how that would have finished. But it was a fun race again tonight. As always enjoyed Michigan, so really enjoyed it. Just thanks to the guys for running, and just want to give a shout out to the guys running race control tonight for us. That made a huge improvement in the race tonight and just the order of it. So appreciate those guys.
Well, that is awesome. And I have to say, Swafford finishing 15th, your points lead will increase dramatically tonight. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I doubt it'll stay like that for long, man. I was talking to Justin about it earlier today, man. We're closing the points. I mean, we finished, I think, in next to each other in position last week at Poconos. So I think the battle's going to continue, and there are a lot of guys, top 10 that aren't far off either. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
All right, man. Congrats on win number 5.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks, Doug.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Woo, I'm worn out. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight. This was a great, great night of racing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for American All-Star Dirt Series at 7:30 Eastern. You're not going to want to miss that. It is always exciting. 410s and big block mods, a lot of great racing. Thank you guys so much. Hope you had fun. We'll see you tomorrow night.